What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. I am Kit and this is
Spencer.
And what we are going to be doing today is we're going to be rebuilding my 5.3 for my truck. Now, this is pretty uncharted territory for me, so we're going to be measuring some bearings, all that kind of stuff. Spencer, give us a walkthrough of exactly what we're going to be doing and why we're doing it.
Yeah, so we got the block back from the machine shop. We got all new parts, bearings, rings, etc. And so we're just going to be going through measuring everything, cleaning everything, and speccing everything up for final assembly, and just kind of seeing how far it takes us tonight.
Boom. Let's do it.
All right, get her done. Okay, first things first here, we're trying to get all bearing clearances measured out, make sure that we're in even the right ballpark for what we're trying to do here. We do have standard size rod and main bearings, and so it shouldn't be too far out of the ordinary, but we're just gonna measure, make sure everything is good. And so where I'm gonna start with that is with a micrometer on the journals of the crankshaft, making sure they're all even front to rear. We don't have too many anomalies, anything like that. And then from there, we're going to plastic gauge it and get it together.
Do you want pen and paper?
Shouldn't need it because I bet these are all going to be
Within.
2.1.
Nice. Hopefully so. I prefer not to buy it. Right.
That'd be pretty legit, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I'm good.
Praying that's the case.
So what's the measurement that we're looking for? Just even all the way across?
Yeah. Yep. And we can pull it up on all data.
Okay. It's not the best micrometer either, which isn't ideal.
Sure. Right at 2.1.
All the way across so far?
Yeah, give or take.
Sweet. Johnson's did a good job though.
Yeah.
So far at least. Rotate it around.
Sure.
What I'm doing right here, guys, is using compressed air to clean off the block, because if there's any of that cleaning material that's left in these threads, that'll cause the bolt to bottom out and get an improper torque, which would not be good. We're just getting this coating off.
Yep, just this little bit of
Film?
anti-rust.
Okay. Why do you do this?
So I like to do it so I get a little bit more of an accurate reading with the plastic gauge.
Okay.
And there is 4 of them.
4, count them, 4 wheels. That would be upper, correct?
That's right, yep.
Tang down.
Hang down.
Okay, I already feel like I'm doing this wrong.
You're good. Remember, it's just an air pump.
Yeah, good way to think of it.
Yeah.
That doesn't feel too flush on that side though. Feel that?
Let's see.
See what I'm saying?
No, that's legit.
It is?
Yeah. Cool. Perfect. Cool.
Crank?
Yeah, so we're going to put it together without any lube. The dry assembly.
Now I should just throw this in there super hard, right?
Yeah, you want to make sure the bearings get set.
Okay. Good there.
Yeah, seems legit to me.
Now we're doing caps.
Good, so we're going to load the bearings into the caps. That's a real tight or something. Yeah. Stupid. We're all good there. That's 1, that's 2, that's 3, that's 4.
And just like that, we got some main bearings. Pretty fancy stuff there, Everett. Is this all the fanciness that we're using?
This is all the fanciness that we're using. A little bit rudimentary, but it works great. So it's plastic gauge. What we're going to do with the plastic gauge is sandwich it in between the case or the shell of the bearing and the crankshaft, and it's going to squeeze out and tell us what kind of clearance we're working with. And so it's a good backup plan, right? So you can measure inside and outside diameter with some tools, with a mic, but this is also good just to lay eyes on it and make it concrete.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I think Randy did tell us that we need 1.5 thou to 2.5 thou
Yep.
for main and rod, so we're gonna do that, and then piston rings after, right?
Yeah.
Sweet. Just takes a little bit, huh?
Yeah. Yep, the hardest thing is getting this to stick.
To pick it up?
Yep.
Well, I'm sure we'll just figure it out.
Yeah.
It's honestly just more fun to watch you struggle trying to pick this up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Boom. Just that tiny little bit. Tells us if we did good or bad, huh?
That's right.
So if I come in here and I smash all of this shiny metal with a hammer, that's when it fixes it, right? That's what makes it faster?
Yeah, yeah. It's what a lot of racing programs implement.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I'd say we do have the highest power car in the world here.
I mean, we're in the running, no doubt.
At bare minimum, we're in the running.
It's faster than Kyle's car. That's all that matters.
It is definitely faster than Kyle's car.
Okay, now a little bit of a balancing act.
What's that?
Making sure the plastic dip doesn't go for a joyride.
The plasti dip.
Plastic gauge. I mean, you know what? We could probably use a little bit of plastic dip.
I think it would be better for lubrication, personally.
It would.
Shouldn't we use like a soft blow or something? No.
Good, yeah.
Precision. We are all about precision. People are never going to take us seriously again. Bet none of those jokesters have 1,000 horsepower cars, and technically neither do I.
Not yet.
Not yet. Not until this is done. main caps on, we're going to dry assemble it. So we're gonna torque the main caps down. We have the plastic gauge inside. So what the plastic gauge is gonna do, it's gonna tell us what our oiling clearance is. So it should be, like I said, anywhere in that 2,000ths range. So we will do the same after we get this done on the rod bearings, just to make sure that we have the proper measurements and specifications that our machine shop told us to do, so we don't blow up this motor. So we're gonna keep going. You got a pretty weird, you wanna show them your Harbor Freight torque wrench?
Yeah, I got it on for the Harbor Freight. It was like, I don't know where I'm going with it.
Sure don't look like Harbor Freight. That's a snap off or something. I think people should hire us.
Yeah.
Especially me. I've been doing some pretty good watching.
Mopping the floors, taking out the trash, vacuuming,
Kissing.
that kind of stuff. Kissing.
I'm pretty good at kissing.
Are you?
Yep. Okay, so we did the dry assembly, so let's take a look at the plastic gauge here. Obviously we need to measure, but all of this looks pretty even. I don't know if the camera can focus very well on this, but it does look pretty even. So we're gonna get the little handy dandy tool and do it. 2 thou?
It's a little tighter than
Or
2.
looser? Or tighter?
It's a little tighter. You know, probably
1.5 thou?
it's pretty close to 2,
2 thou?
which is good. And we'll just go all the way down and look at all of them. I think it's going to be a similar story as we continue.
Yeah, not bad, eh, Spinker?
Not too bad. Yeah, just tighter than 2. Same story there.
Yep. Well, at least we have like an even measurement, you know?
Yeah. Yep. Common. Yeah.
And they said anywhere between 1.5 thou and 2.5 thou, so we're there, aren't we?
We're right there. It looks like a little bit tighter than 2,000s almost everywhere, but you know, it's right where we need to be. So
Sweet.
it's a good place to be. So we can continue with cleaning the plastic gauge off and then look at rod bearing clearances and kind of move on from there. Hopefully it's a similar story with the mains and everything will be inspected.
Sweet. All right, guys, so we have officially got the measurements for the main bearings. So we're about 1 3/4 to 2 thou all the way across. So that's right where we wanted to be. So that's great. What we're gonna do is officially assemble the main carriage and all the main caps, all that kind of stuff, so we can do the dry assembly for the rods and get that those clearances there. So we're not gonna put any piston rings on the pistons right now because, again, we're just doing a dry assembly and I don't wanna fight the piston in and out of there. So we're gonna get this thing rolling and make 1,000 horsepower, right, Spinker?
Yeah, 1,200,
Somewhere in there. And I'll smear it with my thinners. Again, this is a good barrier between no oil pressure and oil pressure. Wouldn't you reckon so, Spinker?
Yeah, there is.
Ooh, look at that.
You know, you don't want anything to run metal and metal
Yeah.
to metal on here, and so the way to ensure against that is with oil pressure. Oil pressure goes in between the bearing itself and the journal itself. You know, when you're doing a cold start on a fresh motor, you don't have existing oil pressure.
Okay, so we caught a very grave mistake. So I'm gonna show you guys something. So these are all numbered. These main caps are numbered. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and the only one that should be opposite is number 5. What had happened was when I was putting these on, Spencer wasn't watching. He was playing with rod bearings and piston rings and stuff. I flipped this. So number 4 was actually facing this way, which is backwards. So we caught it at the very end. It's good we caught it, but we were able to just flip it. It's not a big deal. We inspected the bearings, measured everything. Everything's fine. So we just need to retorque this, and then, I mean, we're good. Crank spins. So my bad.
Good to go. Yeah, it is what it is. Yeah.
My bad. Whoops. Okay, so again, these are a 6-bolt main. So they have all these tiny little bolts right at the end to hold the main caps in. So Spinker here is gonna
torque them down. Yeah, they're going to 18 foot-pounds, and they do have a little bit of sealant underneath the heads of them to keep crankcase oil from coming out of the side of the motor there. And so we're gonna go ahead and run through, torque them all here.
Sweet. Okay, so what are we doing here?
Yeah, so we are just installing the bearing, or the bearing shells into the connecting rod and correlating cap. And then we are going to do a dry assembly on the block and do the same thing with the rods here as we did with the mains, just to make sure everything is in spec.
And these don't have like a top or a bottom?
The cases themselves, no. Nope. Unlike the mains had a kind of oil galley.
Yeah, and they have 2 tangs though. How come?
They have 2 tangs. How come? I'm not precisely sure on that. I suppose. I don't know why the rod itself has 2 reliefs in it.
But they need to go tang to tang, correct? So this wouldn't be the right one, right? Or no? Look at that.
Well, tang to tang is really, it's not, you don't want one tang here and one tang here. You want both tangs on one side.
Well, look at this.
But they're going to be in opposing.
They are opposing like that?
They should be, yep.
Oh, okay, so that's why.
All these things, all these bearings should be the same.
Okay, so again.
Let's double check that. Yep, all these bearings are the same.
And where are we putting the plastic gauge? Just right here again, or?
Yeah, we're gonna try and fit the plastic gauge on the proper side of the journal itself. This is clean, these are all clean, bearings are in them and the bearings are clean.
Okay.
Arrow on the piston is gonna point towards the front of the motor or towards the timing components. And we already got pistons numbered, so we're gonna go to town here.
All right, guys, so all we're doing here is dry assembling the rod bearings onto the mains with plastic gauge to measure what our bearing clearance is, which everything was about 2 thousandths all the way across the board. So we won't bore you with every single piston because, well, that'll take forever.
All right, guys, so what we just did is we measured mains and our rod bearings. So now we know exactly where we need to be. We're in that like 2 thousandths range. So in the next video, what we're gonna do is we're gonna gap our piston rings. So I appreciate you guys watching. Stay tuned for the next. Peace, y'all.